right, so the community has been bored, and I think that's very fair. Gekishin Squadra Season 2 is out in like 5 days, but we have no information. So I know this question is on many people's mind. Where is Season 2? What's going on with Season 2? And we're here to kind of hopefully shed some light on that. I'm not alone today. I'm with your boy Mike. Hello, Mike. How's it going?
It's your boy Mike. Hello.
That's okay. Anyways, when you say it like it's a fucking, like, you guys know when there's like toys with like sounds and you click on it and it plays that sound? There's a snake in my boot. That's what you...
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, it's Buzz Lightyear. Okay, that's how Mike sounded right there. Anyways, let's start playing around here. I know everyone's wondering about Season 2, and we know officially that Season 2 is starting on the 18th. In fact, we could literally bring up this Squadra official page here. And, where the hell is it at again? Okay, right here. You see, the 18th is when Season 2 officially does begin, which means that we should be getting information very soon. If we take a look here at the official original post of the Squadra talks, on the 19th of September at 4 a.m. Pacific time, they first revealed, I can't speak apparently, Squadra Talk Season 1 premiere on the same day, which is about 16 hours after this post initially came out. This was on the 19th, and as I said right here, Season 1 started on the 23rd, with Season 1 Squadra Talk announced on the 19th. Based on that, if we go by a 4-day time frame of when it would be announced and revealed versus when it's actually in game, we should actually have Squadra Talk Season 2 announced tomorrow very early in the morning, at least in Pacific time. As of the time of this recording, it would be in about 15-ish hours or so. So we'll see, and if it is announced, we'll just make a follow-up video. But the premiere for that should be around 7 p.m. Pacific time, 16 hours after the initial announcement. And I don't know, Mike, if there's anything that you think I'm missing regarding that, or I think this is just when we'll see this kind of information, right?
Not to like kind of not gas myself, not to like, I guess, kind of also put my name out there as well, but another thing too is because they were talking about that there's gonna be like watch parties for verified creators as well. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these verified creators, such as myself, would get information that we're able to like also give out most likely tomorrow about like what this stream is going to be, or even when that is going to happen as well. It's most likely we're just having to wait for that information, like you said, until tomorrow, I would say.
Yeah, and so because of that, I know there's just a lot of like unrest, confusion. Keep in mind, at the end of these like seasons for just any game in general, things are going to start winding down. I could tell interest in the game is not as obviously nearly as high as like when Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Gotenks came out. I mean, it's Toppo. Toppo's cool, but he wasn't even that great of a character to begin with. He's fun. He does a lot of damage sometimes, but it's like very situational with that guy. And yeah, so it's Toppo. So with that, Season 2 should probably bring another, I think, exciting character, at least at the forefront. And this is where we could just talk about that a little bit. And then after, we'll talk about like what things they should just generally fix about the game. So again, I said here in about 10 days, Squadra Season 2 will begin. I made this on the 9th. Oh my goodness, I waited quite a long time for that. And next, people who don't want to see. So, I mean, Mike, before I get into my predictions, I know one of these guys you also are predicting to show up in Season 2, if I'm not mistaken. But what do you think would the character be?
I think them giving out Trunks for like the $4 million was kind of like a hint, like how you were saying, for another Future Saga character perhaps coming out in Season 2. I would love to see a Goku Black, especially like a Rose Goku Black for sure. But honestly, it could be anything, right? Like, I also really want Bardock. That used to be my profile picture for YouTube, for example. So like, I am a big, huge Bardock fan. And as much as people probably are like kind of not wanting to admit it, Saiyans are going to sell. So they're going to try to at least push one of these characters, no matter what, in my opinion. I also wouldn't be surprised if something like possibly Super Saiyan 2 Gohan were to come out, or just like any Gohan in general. because this is Toshi after all.
I mean,
So-
yeah. Look, what I will say is when it comes to how they have the season formatted, I do like it quite a bit. There's weekly updates. There's, you know, every character release does have character balance changes, which I think is really good. Hopefully there's a big balance change for season 2, honestly. I also think that they'll be starting off the season with Saiyan, and I like how the end of the season is like they bring out a character that some dedicated fans will really like. Some people may not be a type for them, but could still potentially spice up the meta is the most important thing in my opinion. They kind of missed the mark a little bit with Topo, honestly, so hopefully in the future they'll kind of, again, gather data and see what works, what doesn't, how they can make certain things better. But I mean, if I was gonna say what they're gonna start off with, I think Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's a pretty good choice. But it's gonna be a strong character like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, where it's like, oh, most people are gonna like the idea of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? A lot of people are gonna like the idea of a Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black appearing in Gekishin. That's gonna bring a lot of eyes to the game. A lot of people will be like, wow, especially because they're very faithful to the series and portraying their animations. It gives a very, very good Dragon Ball feeling, I feel like. So like something like Rose, I think would be very exciting. Or again, it could even be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I think would be like a good choice. I'm trying to think of who else, like just like one final option, but like a character like this feels like it would be like a season 1 starter, or like or season 2 starter, or like Super Saiyan God Goku, or something crazy, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta even, right? A lot of people really want Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Yeah,
But
especially because that was like in the news with the translation error where it said Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I feel like a lot of people are now kind of expecting Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Yeah, I will say
during season 2.
I almost made a video on that, but it was a translation error. I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta would be cool, but I don't really expect him necessarily for season 2. At least like, I mean, to me, I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta could potentially be the star. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they made him one, but it just doesn't like Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be a character that I'd be like, oh, okay, we're releasing Super Saiyan 4 Goku like at the front of a season. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta feels like more like a second slot. Like a second slot character is like Super Saiyan Goten. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta doesn't do much in the game, but he's still an exciting character, I think, to a lot of people. Bardock to me feels like a second slot character, right? Like especially if it's just base form Bardock and he doesn't transform into Super Saiyan. I think, you know, I honestly, to me, that I personally find that cooler. I just know a lot of people, you know, growing up in the series, through the series, like Super Saiyan Bardock quite a bit, right? So I could very much see like this being like season 2. These are some pretty highly requested characters. Future Gohan could be another character that I think could be very easy, like a second parter here. But I think that season 2 will be very exciting, and maybe for the last character, Tien or something like that could be really interesting too, because we were missing Tien and Yamcha, right? So I think it could be cool to see them represented. Maybe even some new supporters could also be really interesting, right?
Something that I would also would be pretty interested in seeing is we know that a lot of these cards inside of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra are just characters that aren't in the game, like Janemba, you know, Broly. Like they have cards, the divine cards, right? But they don't have characters themselves. I would also like to see stuff like that for those, because like, dude, Broly would be so cool.
Broly would be sick. I mean, honestly, like if we're gonna be like go all the way out, and I would assume they have like New Year's kind of thought out. I would assume they have like anniversary for the game thought out. Like if we think about this season, right? Starting on the 18th, I think 3 weeks later on December 9th will be the next character. Then the 23rd-ish will be when the character after that arrives. Or maybe they even make the season slightly shorter. I mean, we know that season 1 was a bit short, but around here will be New Year's. I can see like a New Year's character drop, like around this first week of the 4th through the 10th or something. And it's like legendary Super Saiyan Broly for like New Year's, because these games usually do really big things for New Year celebrations. So that's what I'm thinking. But that's like kind of thinking so far ahead. We're talking about season 2 here. I'm getting off topic. Let's just see what people are saying here. Okay, well, what do you think about this, Mike?
This is like the topo of GT, dude. No one gives a fuck.
Okay, so legendary Super Saiyan Broly, I think that would be really cool. Honestly, I think Broly missing in this game actually surprised me. Honestly, I really like that they did go out of their way to pick characters in the base roster like the Bora, you know, baby young body, base Zamasu, like just like their first form Frieza specifically. Like I guess first form Frieza is kind of like more iconic, right? But I think it's really cool that they brought these characters that you wouldn't think they would put like Dabur in the base game over Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. But at the same time, it's like, oh, well, they get to sell us Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, right?
Yeah.
Gogeta and Vegito.
How can we make money?
Yeah, pretty much. Gogeta and Vegito, I do not see that happening for season 2.
I don't see them being until like first year anniversary.
Anniversary. Like, I think it's just like, if we're talking about like Gogeta and Vegito, those are like anniversary characters.
It's gonna be like the first
500
ever,
Dragon
like,
Gems.
release. Yeah.
I can imagine. No, I can see them going all out for like an anniversary. We'll see what they do. I mean, it could be very interesting.
For every match, you get 1 Dragon Gem.
Yeah, we need Rose badly. Bardock, get so addicted. Okay. Yeah, Bardock would be really cool. Super Saiyan 3 Goku with his legs detached. They really want that Super Saiyan 3 nerf, man. Another playable Frieza and a Frost helper. Yeah, I honestly, eventually that could happen. Like a Frost helper. I don't know if Frost will be playable necessarily, but like a helper Frost makes sense to me. Z, Broly, or transforming Jiren. Honestly, I could see Jiren as like a third character. Like if it's just normal Jiren and not full power Jiren. They'd never give us normal Topo though. So I wonder, imagine like Jiren but Pride Troopers, like Jiren, Topo, and Dispo all on the same card, where we have a base Topo or like maybe a Topo support, and then Jiren releases, because Jiren does a lot where we could get a transforming Jiren, but we can also just get base form Jiren. Broly wouldn't make sense, but we do need more tanks. So like I think it would be really cool if they do release, honestly, like imagine an attacker and then 2 tanks in the season would be really, really impactful. Or like even just like a tank starting off season 2 would be good too, because tanks, we're missing a few. I feel like, well, compared to technical, we have 1 extra technical, so getting 1 extra tank would, I think, balance things out. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Gay Pink Goku. True, Yen, true.
This is true.
Rose. Videl's another character. I can see them adding Videl though. Like Videl seems like a character that they would just add as like, again, the last character of a season. Dr. Jiroabe. You know what? Let's see. Imagine Dr. Jiro that is a supporter, and then he life steals, as in he takes away your cooldowns or some shit. I don't know. They're like, well, what would be
it would be nice if he was able to like absorb the Kamehamehas like as one of his abilities.
Yeah,
like, it's like an 18-second cooldown.
I think that'd be really cool, where it's like he's able to like have a beam nullification, because I don't think a character has like a beam nullification. There's energy defense up. Imagine like he comes out and then he like reduces damage from energy
Khalifa
blast.
Has the beam nullification.
Oh yeah, you're right. Khalifa does have that.
But
so,
just like directly healing from it instead would be really nice.
Oh, imagine like, yeah, that would actually really like, because one thing about nerfs and buffs is that they can release supporters still that could also help out that. Like obviously Super Saiyan 3 Goku does need to get a nerf, but depending on what's available, like, okay, if they give attackers like a Dr. Gero and then he absorbs Ki Blast energy and then heals you, that like is a way to directly counter like a Super Saiyan 3 Goku without necessarily completely nerfing the character to oblivion where he's now useless and sucks, right?
Maybe they have like Android 19 as a supporter that could like do that same ability too.
Exactly, right? I think that could be interesting. Anything except another Goku, more tanks, Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku. I mean, I'm gonna say, like, again, we know that there's a battle meeting, the battle meet in April, and Fighters is having Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Gekishin could very easily do the same thing, like adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku in like this April time frame for the I say battle hour. It's a battle hour. Yeah, it's battle hour.
It's battle hour. Yeah.
Jiren, Buhan, Demon King Piccolo, Tarbo as a supporter. Future Gohan, I think that's something that both of us would really like, honestly.
Dude, I'm a big Gohan. That's the thing is, because we know who is on the team, I know that they're gonna drop a Gohan and he's gonna be awesome. Again, there's a reason why Gohan is like one of the best supports right now. It's because we got my boy Toshi on the team. So any Gohan's gonna be done right. I know there's gonna be a Gohan eventually. It just depends on what we're gonna get. You know.
Toshi saw Kid Gohan was worth technical and said, "Okay."
Whoa, guys, what's going on here?
Whoa, what's happening? Gekishin community hates Gohan. No, and he actually got like the biggest buffs ever, bro.
We cannot let this happen.
Vegeta, Goku Black, and a random movie villain. I mean, we do have multiple Gokus. So like getting another Vegeta at this point would make sense. We only have one Vegeta. But like what Vegeta would it be? Like grade 8 Vegeta maybe? Could be interesting. Obviously Goku Black and a random movie villain. I mean, what if they do like Garlic Jr. as a third character?
That's a slot.
Oh, Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is definitely like, oh yeah, start of season. We get honestly, imagine season 2 tank Majin Vegeta at the start of the season. I think that'd be pretty sick.
Not to say that Majin Vegeta wouldn't be hype, but I personally wouldn't want him just because of us already getting a whole bunch of Majin Buu Saga. I think they can hold off on that just for a little bit.
That's true, because we had 2 Majin Buu Saga characters, but I just mean in general, like season 4 or season 5 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Kaba, let him be playable. I mean, at least it's only base Kaba, so I could see us getting like Super Saiyan Kaba. Like that's where I'm thinking like, okay, God Topo is not a transformation character. That maybe they're releasing God Topo as a support, or Jiren has Topo as like, you know, like an assist like Frieza does, right? Where he's not playable because they already have plans for like a base from Topo. Or even, I don't know, like I can't think of another character, like obviously like the BoJack minions are not going to be playable. Zarbon and the Doria, I would doubt that they're going to be playable at this point. Maybe future supporters too. Fourth form Frieza, Bardock, one of the Broly's, an older Gohan. An older Gohan would be good too. Again, we're seeing a lot of people are asking for Frieza. Like actually a lot of people are asking for Frieza. I think that's very, very valid. I think Frieza would be cool. Goku Black. Yeah, again, we're just seeing a lot. Basically, we're seeing Broly, Frieza, Goku Black, future Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like a lot of that big picks. Jiren, a few Jirens came in here, so I think Jiren makes sense because of Topo.
If for season 2 they kind of did like what they had right now, where it's like slot 1 is like Rose, Goku Black, slot 2 is like future Gohan, and then slot 3 is something not future Saga, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like 2 from one saga and then or 2 from one
like arc,
like theme, yeah. And then the third slot is just like a random one.
Yeah, it could be like, yeah, like you said, like honestly, Goku Black and then future Gohan, and then what if they release like a Frieza, like a Final Form Frieza?
Yeah, that'd be
or cool. The devs seem to like villains, honestly. Like I'm surprised at the amount of like villain characters that are in the base roster, like a BoJack, a Deborah. They love Cooler, I guess, right? Baby, Cell, Zamasu, Frieza. I guess Majin Buu would count. Maybe another.
I would say Majin Buu.
Another Buu, honestly, would be cool too. Like there's so much that they could do. There is so much that they could do, right? Second form. No, but yeah, look, notice how they skip second form cell, by the way. That guy is going to be like some sort of supporter or something like that. But yeah, I think the last thing I want to just touch on is just we can just quickly talk about like who could be buffed and nerfed, and then we could just end off on, well, first I want to say Cell Juniors, nerf them. Nerf Cell Juniors, please.
The nerf would be completely taking that card out in season 2 and replacing it with something cool and awesome. Like increased damage on skill 2.
I agree. I 100% agree. That's exactly what should happen. Now, in terms of actual character buffs, I guess we could just go by damage. Let's just go by each one, say if they need a nerf or buff. Topo probably needs a buff. I say probably, but Topo definitely needs a buff.
I would say that what they need to have happen is for his skill 3, he needs to have it where you cannot like get knocked out of his stance.
Because you could stagger him out of it. He should not be staggerable because it just like completely removes it. I think the range that it hits, because it says right here, unleash an unavoidable energy blast against nearby enemies. It is completely unavoidable. You could dash out of it. You can walk out of it sometimes. Like it's so easy to avoid this, and then you're also able to cancel it.
Increases speed by like 2, honestly.
I think that this feels like it's not enough. Like the extra HP and energy defense up, I feel like a lot of times it just doesn't really feel like enough. Maybe his defense should be higher, honestly, just make him a bit tankier. Or instead
I
of
was gonna say, yeah, just
instead of energy
all
defense up, it
defense
should
up.
just be all defense up. Yeah, maybe some,
Yeah.
maybe even just damage reduction. Like imagine it was like 30% damage reduction. I think that'd be really cool. But something like this, I don't know, because it's like, especially with just how prevalent burst damage is in this game, having just energy defense up is not enough. And being able to be staggered out of it, like there's so much burst damage in this game. A move like this or a character like this in general that does damage over time, like it just doesn't fit well in this game. That's like, okay, Super Saiyan 3 Goku IT Kamehameha instantly kills you, Piccolo skill 1 instantly kills you, Kale skill 3 skill 1 instantly kills you, Diamond Goku bomb, Super Saiyan Goku 18. Like so many, the best characters, the better characters are all burst damage characters for a reason, because they just instantly kill you, right? And that's where Topol kind of struggles. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I hate that IT cooldown needs to go up. I would also say something with IT Kamehameha needs to be adjusted. I think the way he could turn so fast is stupid. His damage should also just be slightly nerfed with the IT Kamehameha, in my opinion, because you're not even charging it up. That's really what the big things I would change about this guy.
My like quick recap for him would be for instant transmission. I think instead of having it, we're teleporting to an ally or an enemy, because I've heard that it should be swapped to ally, but I think the cooldown should only be reduced if you're not using Kamehameha paired with it. That is the only way to get the cooldown reduction. His second skill needs like a damage buff, and then his skill 1 needs a damage nerf, because dude, his skill 2 sucks. It's
skill
so
2 is
bad.
really bad. It's just that IT
so
Kamehameha is way too good. And I feel like the thing is that he has like things in his kit where you could tell they're like kind of trying to balance him around it. Like he can't get his ultimate until level 7. I feel like this guy early game, before like he gets some of these moves, like he's kind of like his Super Kamehameha before level 3 is kind of like decent, but it's not overpowered. It's when you get level 3 Super Kamehameha that's like very overpowered, right? And at that point you have snowball stacks.
Or like, imagine they make it where you can't get the full skill 3 like super start until you transform. That would be funny.
I mean, Superstar is a issue for this guy specifically as well, but I mean, a lot of characters could really benefit from Superstar anyways. I just think, really, it's just a thing that he just, IG Kamehameha is way too impressive. Like being able to move around the map like that. It's not that this guy needs like a complete mega nerf, because I think if they do it right, he could actually be fairly balanced, because there are parts of his kit that you could tell, or you could work around it. Even IT Kamehameha sometimes, like if it wasn't as oppressive as it was, or you can't move around as easy as you can when you actually shoot it out, this guy's kind of like an open duck, or a sitting duck, just like out there in the open. And if you are able to take advantage of it, it could be like a Bojack situation where this guy sometimes just sitting there shooting his Kamehameha. Sometimes I am able to just get around and like kill this guy, funny enough, or do a lot of damage to him. Where
like he has a lot of counters for sure.
It's just the damage itself, and the fact that he could just pop in like literally every 15 seconds on you it's dumb. It's dumb. That's really it. Super Saiyan Goku, I think he's fine, honestly, right now. I mean, you could say maybe he needs like a still slight nerf, but I think he's fine right now. He's overall balanced. Like you have to put in work, and you have to zone properly with this guy. I'm sure Mike could say more.
Yeah, like the only thing I guess you would change is just maybe the amount of damage increase you get with Kaioken, but that's about it. Because like his Meteor Hammer gets like 2 times, 3 times better with just using Kaioken on top of it. The damage is absurd, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't touch my goat, please. Please, I'm on my hands and knees. Please don't touch him, please.
Trunks, biggest issue with Trunks is his cooldowns are a bit long. I think that's what I would change. Like his health, he has lower health because he is a high risk, high reward character, and he is very quick with his skills. But his cooldowns and his skills are so long. His escape is so long. even if you increase his health, that would still help. But I think the issue lies with his skill cooldowns is the biggest issue I found when using Trunks. But that's just me.
I would say, yeah. I would say the same thing, that it's just that he needs
I mean, extra XP
I would also say, I would also
skill.
argue that his and his no, not even that. His skill 1 on like all of his abilities are just so like small range. I feel like the burst sword probably just needs like a slight extension on that, because early game he is just like so just mid.
Yeah, as he has to get built up, and you have to like put an extra effort to doing that.
Because even if you wanna say like, oh well, it's supposed to be like a small range, like every other character has like such a higher range while just doing either the same amount of damage or just like more
or more damage,
you know,
like 18, I think is a good
like
example.
Yeah,
18
Goku
has like
the
similar
Kamehameha,
range.
all that stuff.
Like 18 has similar range, but she just does more damage, burst damage.
Right.
I think 18's actually in a pretty good spot, honestly. I'm not sure. I don't play too much, so I don't know what I changed. Piccolo's fine, honestly. Deborah needs a buff, just like, I guess, honestly, just like a damage buff, really, or tank. He's tanky enough-ish. He has a lot of health, but
something I saw the like in the community like messages, someone said that they should have it where you can do the petrification on bosses, and I really like that idea, because
that could be cool.
He's one of the only DPS that just cannot work with bosses that much.
Yeah.
So having it where like you can do that would be like a major help for this guy.
It would be interesting if this is somehow better, because I feel like this like kind of start up is a bit slow. But imagine being able to hit again. You could hit enemy heroes on hit. Like, I assume this could fill multiple people up at once. I wonder, like, if it was better in, like, team fight situations. That could be interesting, too, but...
Yeah.
I think Oops fine. Bojack probably deserves his own video.
No. Bojack players say that he's completely fine.
Nerf him.
He's fine where he is.
Nerf this guy. Make everything slower.
Yeah, nerf him.
I think Gamma buffs are pretty good, but I feel like Gamma 2 health was a bit too nerfed, honestly, is what I would say. That's me, but I think they're good overall. Like, I wouldn't change anything. Kale, I guess, could use like a slight nerf in skill 1, and then maybe a buff to skill 2. This is a demonic character. I think this might be the best attacker, besides Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like, I would say, I think we could all agree is like best attacker, but like, this guy's a demon, a child demon from like hell, came to kill us. Nerf him. Didn't do anything. Everything about this guy's good. Everything about this guy's good. Like, is there a bad aspect? Yeah. Like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is like, okay, well, he has to wait for his ultimate. He has to get skill 2. This guy is just everything's good. Like, what is bad? Like, skill 1 good, skill 2 good, skill 3 good, ult good. Range is insane. Like, what does he do that's bad? Escapability is off the charts. Like,
yeah.
It's a
I think his
character.
HP is probably the only thing I could say is like lower than other DPS characters.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like the worst thing.
Yeah.
I think buff Baby, buff Cell, Zamasu could use a slight damage buff, maybe. Skill 2 needs to be reworked in some way. Add a CC. Vegeta, I mean, Vegeta's probably overall fine. I don't know if they slightly buff him, just slightly buff something.
I would say that Vegeta's kind of like perfectly fine as he is. It's mostly just the top tanks, Khalifa and Cooler would just need nerfs. If they made Khalifa and Cooler the same level as Vegeta, he doesn't need anything changed about him in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Provoke is a bit strong. And then
Rework
Cooler,
that, please.
Cooler's also just like, I mean, he's literally, I don't know what do you do to Cooler to nerf him? Like, they did nerf. No, actually, no, they buffed his ultimate. They made his cooldown lower, but they made the damage he does lower. But that doesn't really matter, because the whole point is you group together and you teamwork, right? Because the whole point about Cooler, the reason why he's so good is he just has iframes. Like they actually will just literally have to rework this entire thing and remove iframes if they want to like mega nerf him in some way. But I don't know. Everything about the cooler is also just really good. Sell health buff, or just like make the gauge where he transfers to perfect cell faster.
I would say that, yeah, just to make it easier.
Make it
to
easier.
farm on like minions.
Because once he gets perfect form, he's good. Like you shouldn't be discouraged from farming on the map and pushing fights. I feel like that's kind of dumb. Like it should be at least even. Because then you just get punished for losing a fight.
Such
and
little
then
gauge from minions.
the thing is that with Cell you get punished for losing even harder than the normal punishment that you would get from losing, which is already pretty big because you lose farm. And then it's like, okay, well if this guy can't really back farm effectively, like he's still gonna be stuck. And it's just like very easy to fall behind this guy. Very easy. Gotenks is good. I think maybe donut buff, but like I'm there's people who love donut and there's me as well who hate donut, right? Some people don't like it. I think I don't know. I've never been caught by
people
donut.
who are coping, and then there's people who can hold the W key.
There's people who get a donut clip. They're like, it's so good. Krillin buffs for sure. I think Solar Flare could maybe even use a buff. Honestly, this could use a damage buff. His ultimate is actually pretty good still. Honestly,
Yeah. I think his mines, what would be really
I think
cool
he should have more mines.
is if
He has 3 at max. What if he has 5? Gotenks has 10 ghosts, bro.
I was gonna say what they should do is they should make it where when you set the mine as Krillin, it's completely invisible. Like the enemy cannot see you place the mine. I think
Yeah, they should not be able to see you where you place the mine. Like maybe they can see the animation, but like they see the mine before it goes away, so you're able to blast it. You're able to use Ki Blast and destroy the mines, right? Maybe when it's hidden you can't destroy it with Ki Blasts, but that's what I would say. This is just not powerful enough. Yeah. 17, just like literally, I would say 17 like needs like a Gohan type of buff where everything's buffed. It's like not, he has I think his design is overall good, but especially like his skill 2 I feel like could be better, maybe a lot more range. Skill 3 I think it needs to give more HP and last longer. Skill 1 is decent, but I think it could, like, I don't think skill 1 necessarily needs to be changed. If he just gets an attack like stat buff, that'd be fine. Counter barrier is overall good, but I think it could last longer too. Like I think a lot of his moves are too short or too short range, and he could use extra damage too.
He's just too like, I don't know. I feel like what needs to happen overall is just that his shields need to stop going away in like 2 seconds. Like at most it should be like 10-20% every second that the shield goes away. It should not be
that too.
Like instant, it's just gone, dude.
Exactly.
It's just gone.
Now with the rest of these guys, I think Hit's fine, honestly. I think Hit has a lot of workarounds. With Gotenks existing, Shu exists. If Krillin gets better, he can mark, and then Hit also gets countered by Krillin by being able to mark Hit, right? So I think Krillin being buffed by default would also be another counter against Hit as a character. So I think Hit's overall fine. I guess maybe you could say his ult range could be shortened because it is pretty oppressive. You could just win team fights if you coordinate properly. Frieza, honestly, buff Dodoria, nerf Zarbon is what I would say. I think Zarbon's a little bit too strong.
I'm gonna be honest. I think another thing that he needs a nerf of is his ultimate. There is no reason it should have like the smallest cooldown in the game when it hits the entire map. He has it every single team fight.
His ultimate cooldown is pretty short. Yeah, and
it's like 45 seconds or something.
I think, you know, I'm biased, but don't nerf Majin Buu. If I was gonna say something that Majin Buu needs a nerf, but he just got a buff, I wouldn't nerf him. I think he's in a spot where it's like there's not anything that specifically like you do have to like play right with Majin Buu for him to be really, really good still. Like he's still good just in general as a character, but yeah. Kid Gohan, I mean, they've just buffed Buu and Kid Gohan. I'm not sure if they would instantly turn around and nerf them. So that's why I'm not really going to talk about that, but
I feel like if
I mean,
most
I talked about Frieza,
that
but
would happen is like slight adjustments, like just
yeah,
you know,
just
like
slight mini
if
adjustments,
anything.
right? I think
Right.
boost skill 1 probably does too much more damage than it should. Like you get this superstar skill 1 damage, I actually just like I deal too much damage. Considering it's also attack down, movement speed down, it's very impressive, very impressive. Like
Oh,
I
for
shouldn't
sure.
be DPSing with this guy. I shouldn't be able to run snowball and boo and just kill people.
I would like the most
Yeah.
that or the thing that I think would probably need to change the most is his heal cooldown, just probably like a second or two higher than what it already is now, because the amount you could spam it is pretty.
Yeah, I get it. I get it pretty quickly. I'm sure
pretty
you.
big.
I usually laid him with Cherry when we were playing, but I mean, I am sure you've seen it's a very effective cooldown. Like 1 or 2 seconds would be fine. It just makes you have to play a little more careful, because I'm able to play very risky if I'm playing Boo. So yeah. Anyways, that's it from us. Let us know what you guys thinking, what you guys want to see from season 2. I expect this again, not tomorrow, then at least the day after. Like, there's no way, right? We'll see news soon, but catch you guys next time.